Here we've got a 2021 Dodge Durango RT. This is our pre-cut kit for the hood. The pre-cut kit does include cutouts for your two front antennas and for all your vents on the hood as well. These do come with extended wrapped edges, so all we really have to worry about during the install is lining up all of our corners and making sure all of our seams where the vents are meet perfectly so we can avoid any trimming. If you're solo, the way I would approach this is laying out the film over your hood and going from passenger side to driver side. We're going to spray some slip solution, like a light mist, over our film. Go ahead and wet your fingertips, and we're going to peel half of our film back. So as you peel your film back, spray your slip solution. So we've got that. Spray your slip on the back of the film. So now at this point you've got your passenger half rolled back. Spray your backing paper. Lay the film back to its original position. Shift the film back up. Now we work our way to the driver's side. Same process. So now, at this point, all of our material has slip solution on it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to back roll our material once again, starting from the driver's side. Make sure the material is all flat. So now we can start spraying our hood with slip solution, and be generous with this first layer of slip solution. Cover area, especially around the vents. Now that our film is going to just roll off, we're going to separate the film from the liner, just like that. So you're gonna have your adhesive side down, and we're going to start back rolling our film, just like that. Go ahead, pull back, help the film if you need to. All right, so at this point we've got our film laid. Make sure your film can move freely. If it does, that means you've got the right amount of slip solution under your film right now. So go ahead and spray just a bit more slip solution under, focusing on all the recessed areas on your hood, because this is where it's gonna have the most tension. And we need the hot water to soften up the film so it's a lot easier to work with. Now the bottom of our hood. So at this point, gonna go ahead and grab our tack solution. Now we're gonna start lining up all of our sensor cutouts and all of our corners, making sure everything's lined up. We're gonna work outside to in. So we're gonna line up our top corner. So your corners will have cutouts. So you're gonna have your corner that lines up with the hood, and you're gonna have two cutouts, which will be your wrapped edges. And then where this curve on the hood is, that's where you wanna line up. All of your V cutouts will look like this. That's how you know you have wrapped edges and will need to heat seal at the end of your install. Let's go ahead and line up our corner. Squeegee all of our tack solution. Line up our bottom corner. Now we're gonna work our way around the whole edge, lining up all of our corners. Just like that. And the number one reason why we want a lot of slip solution and our film moving freely is because of all of the recessed edges on here and the deep curves on the car. It's gonna require a lot of stretching from corner to corner. So as you can see, we're about an inch short, which means we've gotta stretch. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and grab our slip solution and focus on all of our edges and all of our areas deeper inside the hood that are recessed. Same thing with these edges here. Be generous on these edges. So once we've got all of our edges lined up, just like these, we're gonna work center out. So with your hand, just start squeegeeing a lot of these big air bubbles out of the film. And we're gonna spray with our tack solution, spray straight down the center. We're gonna start tacking down the center of our hood. Now we're gonna grab our tack. Make sure we lay these edges down so we don't have any water dripping down while we work our way from the top to the bottom and from the middle out. So as of right now, we have dead center of the hood locked down. Now, because there's a lot of tension on the film right now, we're going to swipe it with our hand and follow with the squeegee. Just like that. Now we're gonna focus on the areas that have the most tension. so we can secure that they lock down. Always squeegee with the body line. So with this edge, we're gonna hold it down with our hands, follow with our squeegee. Just like that. Once again, squeegee with the body lines. All right. Now we're going to pick up our film. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some tack solution on this side. Just rest. At this point, there's no tension in this area because we've tacked all this down. We've done all of our stretching. So all that's left is just lining up our points again, pulling our film down. On these deep curves, we're gonna have to pull on our film to get all those fingers to lay down. So we're gonna work our way top to bottom. Spread out our tension. Make sure we have even tension everywhere. So we're good on this side. Now we can start working our way over to the passenger side. Go ahead and pick up our film where we tacked it. So being generous with the slip solution right now, because we have a lot of tension built up on this side of the film. It's mist over the film. So now we can lift the film up from our vent cutout, spray our tack solution, and we're gonna do the same thing like we did on the other side. We're gonna squeegee with our hand and follow it with our squeegee. Just like that. So once we've got that covered, we're gonna work our way down, and we want to make sure we have even tension all around. So if you have big fingers like this, you just pull it down, spread them out. When you work your way towards the bottom of the film, there's less tension. So at this point, we're going to pick up our film. So same process we apply to these vents. We're gonna apply here on the deep areas. So follow with your hand and then follow your hand with your squeegee, locking down the edge. Now we're gonna grab our slip solution and flush out the bottom half, because we're going to stretch the bottom half to relieve some of the tension at the bottom. I'm gonna pull this edge back up since we got everything else locked down. So now that we've got all of our tension even, spread out, we're going to lock down the top edge so we can start focusing on the bottom. Now we're gonna flush all of our slip solution out with our tack solution. Now we're gonna start squeegeeing out everything. And with all the excess in the kit, you're going to pull and lay with your squeegee. Now we've got that laid. We can go ahead and get this side laid as well. And we're gonna start squeegeeing, go straight down, hold it. Just like that, so we can start Getting rid of all those fingers. So hold it for a couple seconds with that same rolling motion. And go ahead and do that around the entire edge of the hood, wherever you have fingers laying up. Get those laid down. So as of right now, we have no excess moisture under the film anywhere along the hood. So our next step is going to be our final pass, just to lock everything down. So start from the center and go straight down. So at this point, you're gonna grab your tack solution, start flushing out all of your edges, getting them ready to dry up. Once you've done that to the entire perimeter of the hood, all of the exposed edges that are getting wrapped, let them dry out for a couple minutes. Then we're gonna go ahead and go over the entire wrapped edge of the pre-cut kit with the heat gun, and we'll go ahead and start wrapping the edges in a bit. All of our edges are dried now, so this is the next step after we install the hood. We've got all of our wrapped edges dried out fully, so we're ready to heat seal the edges. You're gonna grab your heat gun on the highest setting once again, and about 3 to 4 inches with constant movement back and forth, we're gonna heat up all of our edges and then wrap them over with the vinyl wrapping card. So next, with the rolling motion, once again, rolling around our edges just like that to lock them in. This step is very crucial towards the end of the install, because any exposed edge with adhesive will be getting dirty. You get a lot of contamination after the install, and especially on white cars, it's very noticeable, and it's not a clean install at the end. Most often you'll have to redo the entire install as well. So this saves you a lot of time and money. So here we are again, same thing, wrapping the edges over, completely wrapped over towards the bottom, all along from corner to corner. So we'll go ahead and grab our heat gun again. With the palm of your hand, you're just going to roll over that edge, seal it, and just wrap your fingers all the way across, securing that edge under the hood, just like that. So this half of the hood is done. That side is not complete, just so you can see the difference. So you're gonna go ahead and apply these steps all around the perimeter of the hood with any exposed edges. With your hood slightly propped open, you can also look over all your seams and your vent areas where there was a lot of tension. If you have a good tack solution, you shouldn't have to heat seal any of this. Just like this was without any heat sealing, and all of our edges are still laid. Just for an extra security measure, we'll go ahead and heat seal them. Since this is a high impact area, So we'll go ahead and go over them with the heat gun. Lock everything down. Make sure it's 100%. So go ahead and apply these steps all around the hood, on any exposed edges or lifting edges on the hood after you install it. And then once you've completed that, give the vehicle 3 to 4 days to fully cure and let the adhesive set. Avoid any car washes, anything wet basically. Keep the car indoors if you can, just so you don't run the risk of getting any moisture under any non-sealed edges and causing them to lift.